Hey guys, it's Holly. Welcome back to my channel, Perfume Vegas. I thought I had something on my chin. So I decided to take a break and go ahead and film for you the top 5 Scentbird fragrances that I received while I was subscribed to Scentbird from February of 2020 to October of 2020. So if you're interested in hearing which ones I loved the most, just keep watching. So, okay, I had a few Scentbird vials left from when I was subscribed previously to the service, and I didn't include those, even though one of them was Van Cleef & Arpels Fury, which I really love, but I left those out because I wanted to talk about just the ones I'd received this subscription period. So I have all 5. One of them I'm currently using. The others are just kind of stored away. Obviously, they don't all have cases, so yeah. But I do want to say that all of these fragrances are full bottle worthy, and for the majority of them, I will be seeking out a full bottle when I am done with the travel size. I know that lamp is like giving off a really bad glare. I'm sorry. Let's see if I can. Okay, well, anyway, yeah, so some of them were limited edition. You guys, the lamp is just gonna have to be the way it is. It's just gonna have to live its best life. So some of these were limited edition. Others I think you can still find on the site if you want to subscribe. I will leave my link below, my affiliate link. I think you can still use it. And I think that if I sign up and again through the same, or I use the same account, that I'll still get that credit. I don't know. Honestly, I don't care. So anyway, let's go ahead and start. The one that I'm using right now is Holly Rose from 1015, Room 1015. This, I think probably Room 1015 was one of my favorite discoveries through Scentbird. And Holly Rose is my favorite of the fragrances that I got from them, which unfortunately was only 2 because I didn't stay subscribed as long as I wanted to. But this is a sexy leather rose patchouli fragrance. It's definitely not for someone who likes a sweet or jammy type of rose. It's definitely a dry, kind of dirty, dusty rose fragrance. But it's just really beautiful, and it feels very sexy and vintage and like very like 70s disco queen kind of rock and roll leather and laser. I don't know where I'm going with that, but it has a vibe, and I love the vibe. The next one is Arquiste, the Architects Club. I just talked about this in my October Scentbird because I just received this in October, but this is a beautiful boozy, tobacco-y sort of fragrance. I really enjoy it. I definitely am going to start using it as soon as I use up a couple of others so I can put it in a case and not just the tube. But yeah, this is the newest one of all of these, and so I have the least experience with it, but I absolutely love it. So that was the Architects Club from Arquiste. Next is from, I'm thinking maybe you can guess some of them, but maybe not. I don't know. It depends on if you watch the videos. The next one is Muscathanol from the brand Ether. They are a French brand who does entirely chemical compound based fragrances. So muscathanol uses damascenone as well as some other compounds to create a kind of boozy cognac, burgundy, red wine sort of sexy fragrance. It doesn't smell chemical at all. To me, what it smells like is a glass of very nice red wine, if that was a fragrance. And I think that wine and perfume have a lot in common. So yeah, it makes total sense that would work well. Unfortunately, you can order musk ethanol from Ether's website. They do international shipping, but of course the conversion is bad for Americans, and the international shipping is quite pricey. So someday. Next is Love Tuberose from Amouage. This is probably one of the nicest Amouage fragrances I've tried. It's just a rich, buttery tuberose that is pretty straightforward. It doesn't really change or do anything weird. And sometimes, you know what? You want that. And last but definitely not least is from the Regime de Fleurs brand, another brand that I really want to buy from, and this is Glass Blooms. I had a really hard time choosing between Glass Blooms and Falls, but what ended up making the decision for me is that Falls is, I think, a little bit harder to find, whereas Glass Blooms is still available on the Regime de Fleurs website. So yeah, it's such a beautiful floral fragrance, but it's like a crisp floral, a little bit of a juicy floral, even though it's not overwhelmingly fruity or citrusy. It smells so fresh that it's almost like it smells so fresh that it smells like you're physically having connection with the floral vibe. It's got a Prosecco top note, so there's that bubbly crispness, and it's just beautiful. So anyway, you guys, those were the top 5 fragrances that I have purchased or that I received from Scentbird while I subscribed to them. If these fragrances are still available on their site, I believe that the musk ethanol is still available. I believe that Amouage Love Tuberose is still available. I believe that Holly Rose is still available. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. And I know the Architects Club is still available. But as for Glass Blooms and my God, I can't remember what I've said already. Glass Blooms and Glass Blooms and Glass Blooms and Glass Blooms and maybe it's just Glass Blooms. Yeah, I think, well, Glass Blooms for sure was a limited edition. The others may or may not be, but if they are, I definitely would recommend you to try them, put them in your queue, and give them a go, because I think that they're fragrances that a lot of people would like or enjoy, but that maybe are not coming across as well in Scentbird's profiles of the fragrances. With the exception of Love Tuberose, you really will have to be a Tuberose fan to like that. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this little final roundup of some of my favorites that I tried from Scentbird. Again, I'm still deciding if I want to go with a new subscription service, so leave comments down below of any services you recommend. If there's any coupon codes like floating around, put that information down below for me. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed and want to see other fragrance subscription service videos. And if you don't, it's totally fine, but I would still love if you subscribed and, you know, hit that notification bell, come back next time. And if you are returning or you're a subscriber, thank you so much. I always appreciate seeing you here, and I love chatting with you in the comments below. I hope that you have a wonderful day, week, month, rest of the year, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.